Bradley Hughes is a champion golfer with 7 titles to his name. Among his many career highlights is winning the Australian Masters Championship twice. He still holds a remarkable record of 24 under par for his victory in 1998. Bradley's teaching philosophy focuses on the reality of the swing. No frills, just dynamic ball striking. I caught up with him on practice day for the Australian PGA Championship at Royal Pines on Queensland's Gold Coast. Brad, you've been quite revolutionary by saying that you don't think much of the modern game. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Well, I guess it's a different game. It's, I think for the amateur golfer, handicaps haven't improved, even though technology, they say, has advanced so much. So, I don't probably mince bones about it when I talk about it, because I think a lot of the equipment, lighter and faster doesn't necessarily mean better. So, I think a lot of the really good parts of the golf swing, such as the way the body moves and the way you connect with the ground. Now we've got plastic shoes and no spikes and things like that. There's been a lot of things that people may think are better, but I think they've been detrimental to the golf swing, and it's shown in the handicaps.
So could the average golfer benefit by going back to a more classic blade-shaped club?
Absolutely. I mean, the brain needs feedback. If we, fall off a bike when we're little, we know we learn something from it, we don't do it again. So I think learning to be very precise with your golf swing by learning to play with something that most people would claim is more difficult is actually going to help you, because you get the feedback of the mishit and the good strike or the bad strike. You need to know when these things happen. If I gave you a steel pole or I gave you a feather, you're going to feel the pole more right throughout your body. So the equipment's had a big play on that, and like I said, it hasn't really helped the average golfer get better. Mind you, they think they are because they're hitting it further, but it's a real arm slap, hand swing, and no control type thing. So it's really interesting to see.
Well, you've moved into instruction big time. Are you teaching your players, the people under your guidance, this sort of old style?
Absolutely, because the body's a great thing, and if we can use it properly and keep it moving in balance, then we're going to control our ball. And we're also going to get distance, because our body's much greater force to use than just your hands and arms. So, it's very much baseball type swing, but on an inclined plane. And, we really want things to move, and that gives you not only power, but the control that we're after as well. I had a 70-year-old guy who probably thought he'd never reach a good standard of golf. He was a 16 handicap, and now he's a 7 within, just over a year. So he's wrapped, a lot of good handicap drops, but more importantly, they're having more fun because they're not looking for balls as much, and they still hit the ball just as far because they're using the right muscles, and some of them even use the older clubs, and they get a kick out of that just because it gives them a thrill to look up and see that it's actually them hitting the shot and not a club trying to advance the ball for them. My first thing I teach people is to get used to, one, turning the club this way, and that's all forearms. No one talks about this, but you can see it in Hogan's swing. To get that from that position to there, it's all forearm work, and then the body overtakes later.
Is that reactive? That's reactive to the
Well, it becomes reactive once you have
swing?
the strength. And that's very much the first drill. I get them to do it left-handed, right-handed, and both hands, so they get used to the strength of being able to turn the club. And if you turn the club, what happens is you get used to having this wrist cock. So it changes guys' downswing straight away instead of them casting it. They get used to delivering the club from here, so eventually they just start putting it there. And then you rotate your forearms this way, and because then you haven't used your body, the body just goes later on.